listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful.
Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's your girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I was definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. And my ninjas, please do not forget, okay, on the 30th of March, we are having our third masterclass. Now, this time, the ticket is only 390. It will never go as low as this ever again. That one I can promise you. And obviously, you guys know, at first I told myself that it was going to just be online. Fortunately, Ninja actually offered us accommodation for free that can house 50 people. So the first 50 people to pay are the ones that will have an option to actually physically come for the same 390. And obviously, if you pay after, or you're just not in the country or anywhere in the province or anywhere close to where the masterclass is going to be, you can still join us online. So yeah, we only have about 28, I think maybe 26 seats at this point that are left. So yeah, you lot have been paying, hey? So if you want to come in, please make sure that you're one of those people that are obviously going to pay early, and then you'll be able to actually come. But anyway, ninjas, of course you guys can see, I really honestly just do have to say this by myself. It has been a very long journey to be here. Like, you lot cannot tell me you cannot see this is a studio. You can hate me. I am the blogger, but you can blog about me. But one thing you should not forget is that she's actually very good at what she does, you know, and she invests in her work and her art. Like, I'm just loving this quality so much. I've actually finally officially moved my office into my studio. As you guys can see, the background is starting to change. I want to just have a designated area where I'm gonna shoot here. So I'm really honestly just so happy and excited about it. And I do have to say I'm sorry, because last week there were no entertainment videos. It is March Manzini. So tomorrow we're gonna have an episode with Gogo Manzini, but I know that obviously entertainment is very important on this channel, and there's been a lot of crap that has been going down, and I really honestly need to talk about it. So the first thing that I'm gonna talk about here today is this whole situation with Duma Ntando in court with her neighbors, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just read this for you guys. It says, Ntando Duma in court battle with her neighbor. Actress and businesswoman Ntando Duma is allegedly embroiled in a tug of war with her neighbor over an issue that arose after the kids were left playing in a parking lot unsupervised. The news was shared by Zimoja, who added that the neighbor went and applied and received a protection order against the former Rhythm City on the 14th of November 2023. Zimoja adds that Ntando did not show up to court, leading to the sheriff of the court delivering documents to her home helper. According to passengers seen by papers seen by Zimoja, the incident that led to this court battle occurred when children, including Ntando Duma's child, were playing in the parking lot without an adult to supervise them. Sorry, let me go ahead and continue. It is said that the neighbor nearly bumped the kids with his car. The children were running around at the complex parking lot unsupervised. The children obviously went to report to their parents, who came to confront us in the roadway. This led to shouting between us, and Duma's lady friend verbally abused us, saying the source. After being called names and sworn at, the source added, Duma was self-observed and narcissistic. The mother of one is no longer is no stranger to controversy. She once shared an altercation between her and a white lady who called her out for using a disabled person parking without a disabled person sticker in her car. Instead of apologizing and moving out of the bay, Ntando responded saying that she was waiting for her to take away to be brought to her as she had ordered online, yelled at the lady using her race as the reason for her confrontation, for her being confronted by that lady, sorry. All in Ntando did not make it to court again on the 30th of Jan, shares the publication, later filing a protection order at her next appearance, okay? So basically, I did actually see a clip, and I am going to go ahead and place the clip here.
If you have problems with kids, go and build your houses and stand alone. That's what. This is a complex.
This is a complex with conduct rules.
What rules? What rules?
Conduct rules. Conduct rules. Oh, so the rules only to
do it again. I'm going to show you your mom. I'm going to show you your mom, you master puss. Do it again. They are going to play
okay,
here.
By the way, that's all I needed.
I've been trying to find words because 2024, I'm, at a place where I'm like, I'm going to be respectful, but now we make it easy for me to respect you. First of all, why are you taking that hood girl? And Bonani, I know that people that are going to actually say, hood, what do you mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about, That's why they say you can take the girl from the hood, you cannot take the hood from the girl. So, girl, she is expressing that hood behavior, like in the villages, like in the townships. Definitely not the suburb vibes. Definitely not the suburb vibes. So for some of you guys that maybe could not get what I was saying, Ntando actually stays in a complex, right? Wherever she got, it's either a house or an apartment, it's a complex. In the complex, there are obviously different people that actually stay there. The parkings, usually, which I think it should be like a complex and not like standalone houses within a complex, because houses, everyone has their house, they've got their own personal space. So I think maybe it is complexes because that's usually what happens. We all have an area to park, and then after that, obviously, everyone has their own unit. So basically, the kids were playing, including Ntando's child. They were playing, and the guy was driving in, and I guess he almost bumped one of the kids or the kids. I do not know where the kids were playing. First of all, do I think that this old man, adult, was gonna go out of his way to go and bump the kids? I don't think so. So I think that it would make sense to assume that the kids were playing and they went to an area where this person is supposed to park their car, or within the road, the driveway to where he's supposed to park the car, and that's when the incident happened. So basically, they're saying that the kids did run to go and report, I guess, to their parents, and they went out to confront these people, and that is one of the clip. Very, very disrespectful. I saw one where this lady, Ntando's friend, continues to even call that man to say he looks like a giraffe. He says tall as a giraffe. I guess the guy is tall because I didn't get to see the guy, but I could hear with the accent and the way he was speaking that it seems like the guy is actually white. So for me, she's telling the guy to say that if you want, I guess, your privacy or whatever, you should go and get a house where you're gonna be there by yourself. And I do have to say, no, this is not the village. It ain't the village, okay? It ain't the township. This is the suburbs. And guess what happens in complexes? Complexes are governed by laws and rules. I don't have time. I do not have time to be opening my window and yelling at your child that you're supposed to parent and saying, hey, get out of the road. I want to park here or whatever. It's none of my business. Especially in most complexes, you're responsible for your child. You are responsible for your child. So your child needs to play where they're supposed to play, not where people are supposed to be driving. So in this instant, the person that's supposed to go out there and get a standalone house is Ntando. Ntando needs to go out so that her child can play free. If she wants, I saw this clip where she was talking about she's not gonna do the marriage thing, all her money and whatever. Rich as you are, ma'am, maybe go and get like a whole house that has a huge backyard so that your child can play as wild as your child wants. But a complex is not the place for you to can be there. And you know what is the thing? Ntando was quiet, but she was not even reprimanding her friend who was out there literally, that is harassing harassment, mind you. That is harassment. Thank goodness that this man went and got a protection order and he was granted the protection order. And I think that maybe she does not understand how the protection order works. That man literally has a right if they stay close enough or if they park their cars close to each other based off of obviously the terms and conditions of the of the actual protection order. He does have a right to can actually go out there and say that I want her out of the complex. Based on of how many meters she should not come close to this man. A protection order is not something that you need to take light. It's not something that you take light. You can apply a protection order against me and I don't go to court to defend myself because I wouldn't want, first of all, once someone has a protection order against you, it shows that you are someone of a violent nature. That is the first thing. The second thing, every protection order is actually written. When it's written over there, obviously, it describes the situation. This guy obviously took a video. I saw it seems like Ntando was also taking her phone, and this is what she was also doing. Seems like girl was also recording. And I'm like, ma'am, what are you recording? Like, you literally are in the wrong. Your friend is out here acting like a whole freaking hooligan, and you're just standing there as if you do not see what your friend is doing. Without you actually having your friend come in, your friend is not going to be in. That's obviously if the information that's being given is actually the truth. Now, I do not know if maybe girl also came with her own child or children, if she has, and her kids were also playing then. That's why she was so, riled up. The problem again goes with the fact that when you have got friends that basically look at you as also their meal ticket, they are going to also act out of character. However, she has the voice for it. The way that she was acting doesn't seem like it's her first time, swearing at someone. So I just do not know exactly what is happening there. But it not only does it not look good for Ntando, now, if the allegations are true, someone has a protection order against her. And do you guys also remember that time where she also had that altercation with a white lady? They also said it there. The white lady was basically asking her, like, bruh, like, you're parked at the disabled spot. Obviously it's wrong, guys. It's wrong, no matter how you look at it. If someone actually comes and approaches you, the best thing you do is actually first of all, you shouldn't even be doing it. But the best thing would be, I'm so sorry, I just wanted to fetch this. I know I'm wrong. I can even move my car. You move your car and that is that. But she did not do that. She turned it around and made it seem like it was a race thing. She also was so proud of it to a point where she even took a video. I think she was live or something. She wasn't even embarrassed, like at her dirty behavior. And I'm like, girl, if you're comfortable to do that on cam, what more do you actually do when we are not there? Like, how is Ntando, guys? They also said that she's a businesswoman. But can someone please tell me, and this is no shade, this is not me saying anything other than whatever I'm asking, what is a business? What does Ntando do for a living? Is she not one of those people that they had said she's such a horrible actress? And I think there was a series she was acting on, and they even had to let her go. People were just not feeling her. They're like, oh, girl cannot act. I think she used to do music. I think so. She has that song with Babes Duma, but that was like a dinosaur years ago. That was the time that dinosaurs were still flying. Not literally, guys, but I'm just saying that was... you guys, that was a very long time ago. What is girl actually doing right now? Because I know she has nice things. I know she drives a Mercedes. I know she stays in a beautiful place. How is girl actually literally and not even worry, I want to get into someone's pockets. But what exactly does she do? That's she's a businesswoman. Maybe we're out here missing opportunities because we don't know what she's doing. And maybe she's the person that we should be talking to say, hey, can I please apply? Literally. But anyway, ninjas, for me, this is such dirty behavior. I will never ever defend you just because you're a black person going against a white person and you know you're wrong. Like, you is wrong, Shibubu. You're not even a small wrong. Like, it's a red line. Hence, this man even got a protection order against you and I guess that a hood friend of yours, which I just... Girl, that was so I'd be so embarrassed. I literally would be so embarrassed. And again, this goes to parents that believe we're in complexes. They can just let their kids run wild. You lot need to stop that nonsense. That's not what complexes are made for. My life should not be inconvenienced by your kids. Your kids are your responsibility. If you have to lock your child in that apartment of yours, lock your child in your apartment. If the only space the child can play is the balcony, they should play in the balcony. If there's a designated area in your complex where kids can play, that's great. They're never going to put where kids play and that's where adults also have to park their cars at the same time. It's impossible. But for you to now have to want to force and stay in a certain area and you want to now make your problems other people's problems, which again, I know your kids are not your problem, but your kids can be someone else's problem. So you need to just take care of what's yours, okay? You need to just take care of what's yours. It's the same thing as, like, let's say in complexes like that, you find that you've got your own parking that has your own unit number. I know there are some people that are just not okay. They live in that hood mentality wherein they feel you can just park anywhere, or you have got your visitor coming and you're like, it's fine. This is just a parking lot next to me. No. Even if I have a car or I don't have a car, stay the hell away from my parking lot. Because if I have a visitor and I want my visitor to park there, you and your visitor have taken my park without even talking to me. What am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to call security. And now your visitor's car has to get claimed. And next thing, she's not anybody. You are not professional. Same as your kids. Keep your kids in your apartments. Keep your kids in your houses. If ever you have a problem with that, go buy yourself a house. Or go to estates that actually have houses that even have big backyards and you can play and have your kids run wild if they want to. But this was so wrong. This is so embarrassing. This is the second time that is actually in this type of mess, in some type of mess. And again, fighting with someone of a different race, It's not only white people that are racist. You can be black and also be racist. And sometimes... you can see this in terms of the same thing. If it was done by a black person, your reaction would not be the same if this thing is done by a white person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So check yourself. Your incidences are getting to be too much. Too much. Maybe she should go back to just being bold and not wearing weaves. Because Ukara, ever since she started wearing weaves, Ukil has been running wild. She's been running wild, guys. It's bad. Shibubu is not good at all. But anyway, just from me, I do want you guys to go ahead and comment down below, all jokes aside. What did you guys think of this? Did you even see the video? Like this whole incident that happened, what do you guys actually think about it, honestly? And so, yeah, man, I do want you guys to go ahead and comment down below. And let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And yeah, from Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.